like Childline Rocks. And in particular for us, you know, one of the sort of spines, the foundation stones of the whole event has been the band Thunder. I mean, Daryl's energy has forced everything through, but Thunder were the first kind of band to step forward and say, right, we can help. Luke and Danny became musical directors. Luke in particular, in that respect, was giving up huge amounts of time for rehearsals and everything else. I don't know whether Luke and Danny are here yet. Are they here? They're not here yet, but I think they will be coming later. But certainly I wanted to offer my thanks to them for all the incredible work that they do to back up the events that we hold for Childline Rocks. There is somebody here, however, who did appear for us on stage at this year's concert, and perhaps I would like to invite him on stage for a moment, if I may, and ask you for a big round of applause for Mr. Jon Lord.
Hey, Bob.
John and I mean, it's a sort of mutual thing, as John is, we were at the Sunflower Jam a little while ago, and we're great believers, the two of us, in a fellow called Bob Jacobs, who's a great healing man, and John put me in touch with him, so I'm very grateful to that, as well as your contribution to Childline Rocks, John. And just tell us a little bit about the staging of the concert and the lead up to the event that happened in June this year.
Well, you're quite right, it couldn't have been done without Thunder. They were amazing, and they'd done all the rehearsal that I hadn't. I thought that it would be good to do a song that was very much associated with Purple years ago, when Ian Gillan could hit a top A. He comes reasonably close now, but reasonably close isn't actually good enough, you know. So Ian has sort of stepped out of doing this song, but I've been doing it in my solo shows with a singer called Steve Balsamo, who was going to be here tonight, but misread a ferry timetable. Singers. So I thought we would do Child in Time, which, as I say, I've been doing live, and it seemed to sort of, I suppose, just the coincidence of the title seemed to hit a spot, and it was. So all I did was just rehearse in the afternoon with Thunder, who, as I say, were incredibly good and supportive, and had learned it as well as I think I've played it with anybody since I played it with Purple in those golden years, all those years ago.
Brilliant, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jon Lord, and thank you again, Jon. Really good stuff. Actually, with Steve Balsamo, Steve, as we know, is now working with John, also continues as lead singer with this wonderful band, The Stories, that none of us can understand why they're not, you know, bigger than the Beatles, but you know. But Steve is also, he's got loads of kind of creative spokes to his wheel, isn't he? And it's Steve who came up with our Childline Rocks logo as well, which we see all around us. So particular thanks to Steve and to you as well, John. Thank you very much indeed. Just to kind of sum up all the work of Childline, there is now a DVD that we'd like you to watch. It contains scenes of amazing excitement from the Childline Rocks concert last year, but also has a very strong message as to what we're doing with Childline Rocks and why we're so closely connected with the whole Childline ethos. So I'd like to show you the DVD now.
kids having somewhere to go, even if it's on a telephone, it's got to be a huge... It's Samaritans for youngsters, it's so...
I want to see you people at the rap wave your arms so I can see them. I'll wave them if you can give me everything you have, now!
The idea of the concerts is to raise money to fund volunteers, to be at the end of the line. We're talking about help for disadvantaged kids and a helpline that they can phone.
Well, I have a sort of recollection of Childline when I was a kid, so that's when it's kind of, when it emerged, and I remember the 0800 1111 jingle from yesteryear.
You know, when somebody calls, somebody needs to be at the end of the line so we understand what this is all about. It warms my heart to think that we're doing something proactive, something so needy in this country. What I didn't know was that what a great service Childline is, but that it's short of money.
Line was drawn between